Hey guys, sorry it took so long to start. I was having trouble loading the page. I don't know if it was Verbling or maybe my computer, um, but I'm ready to start. So let's see who we have. Fly High. Hi. Anyone else? Just one student so far? As soon as we have a couple more students, we will start class. And I'm happy to be here today. It's bright and early for me. It's 6 a.m. in Phoenix, Arizona. Fly High, will you introduce yourself for us? You can write it in the chat box if you like. If anyone wants to introduce themselves via the chat box, I would love to get to know you guys, even if you're not going to speak during class. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Michaela, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Hi, Manel. I've seen you before. You're a familiar face. How are you? Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well. Can you introduce yourself for us?
What can I say?
Yeah.
Hi, Michaela.
Hi. How is everyone?
Good.
Awesome. There were some technical difficulties in starting class, but I'm excited about today. Our topic is texting slang. Okay, let's do introductions quickly and then we'll get straight into the topic. So my name is Michaela and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I've been with Verbling for 3 weeks now. And I love meeting new people from all over the world. So let's do introductions starting with Adam. Will you tell me your name, where you're from, and think of one country that speaks English? Can you hear me, Adam? Can anyone else hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Okay, let's start somewhere else then. How about Amanda, will you introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and give us the name of one country that speaks English?
My name is Amanda. I'm from Brazil. What's the other question?
The name of one country that speaks English as their native language.
I think the USA.
Very good answer. Thank you very much. Lionel, is that
Yep.
where are you from? And give us the name of one country that speaks English.
I'm from France. And one country, Australia. Oh,
Perfect.
yeah,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Okay. Next, we have. Oh, look, Hazel gave us a bunch of countries in the chat box. So next, let's have Manel. Will you introduce yourself and give us the name of a country that speaks English?
Okay, my name is Manal and I'm from Algeria. I'm 19 years old and a country which speaks English, Australia.
Okay, awesome. Can you think of any others?
Canada?
Canada. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we have two people named Manel?
Yeah,
Manel.
Manel too.
Okay. Manel OC, will you tell us about yourself and give us the name of one country that speaks English?
I'm Manel, and I am from Catalonia, a little country inside Spain. And I don't know more countries who speak English. I don't know.
You don't?
Australia, United States, Canada, and I don't know more. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's totally fine. We're going to learn a couple more today because there's a few more that are a little less common. So let's see. Nukmal, will you introduce yourself and see if you can come up with a country that has not yet been mentioned?
Okay, my name is Nukmal. I'm from Malaysia. I think another country that uses English is Singapore.
Singapore, they speak English, definitely. Can you think of any others? There's one that hasn't been mentioned yet, but it's in the chat box.
New Zealand.
New Zealand, definitely. So we have the ones we've said already are the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. But there's several more, so I hope you guys can continue coming up with them. Let's have, Let's have Paco. Will you introduce yourself and see if you can give us another country? Hi, Paco. Can you hear me? We can't hear you, Paco. If your microphone is connected, you might have to go on the control panel to alter it. Aha. So Fly High says England. England is one. The Caribbean islands is another.
There are a lot of food that I like in my country. In Italy we don't have
Vincenzo.
every day, but I think that
Yes, I am. How are you?
many times faster.
Good. Will you tell us about yourself and give us a country that speaks English natively?
Okay. Allora, I'm from Italy, Rome, and yes, I'm improving my English in order to talk about with you and if it is possible to correct me about the grammar something more. So you have to find out my horse in English language.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I think the other countries speaking English are let me see, India, also Philippines, poi che altro? Niente, I don't remember. Philippines.
Well, that's a good start. That's a good start. In the chat box,
Okay.
Hazel responded South Africa. That's one that a lot of people forget, but South Africa speaks English. That's their country language is English. Okay. Let's have Thank you very much, Vincenzo.
So tough,
Yeah.
Thank
it's
you.
a tough one.
You do you.
Okay. Let's start with the people on the other side for introductions. We're having some technical difficulties today. I'm having trouble loading the Verblang page. How about Chauki? Am I saying your name right?
Excuse me, Michaela. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, in the United States.
Phoenix. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. If anyone else has any questions about me, just let me know. So Chauki, can you introduce yourself? Can you hear me? No?
finally, she's here.
We have a teacher again.
The weather in Malaysia is the same in Thailand or not?
Yeah, it's same. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the best moment for go there?
Yeah, it always summer here.
Yeah. Because it's Thailand in November.
November till February.
November until February, it's raining.
Yeah,
So the best moment is until March to October.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Okay. Because I want to go there, but I don't know when.
I got kicked out. Sorry about that. Am I the only one having technical difficulties, or is it Verbling?
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay.
Okay, don't worry.
So, since I was gone for a few minutes there, did you guys come up with any other countries that speak English?
Yeah.
So we already said the UK, Canada, the United States, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Where else? There's a couple other ones. What about the UK? What's inside of the UK?
Australia. Did you say Australia?
We have Australia. But what about what's inside of the UK? There are a couple more inside of the UK.
Like
Wait.
Wales? Did I hear something?
Scotland,
Wales, yeah.
Wales?
Northern Ireland,
An island?
Northern Ireland, Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Oh, Northern Ireland. Yes. That's an awesome one. And what else? There's another one. Scotland. Scotland is another country that speaks English.
Yeah.
And what about the countries in the Caribbean? What
Saint
countries in the
Martin.
Caribbean speak English?
Saint Martin.
Where?
Saint Martin.
St. Martin?
Yeah. Or Saint Barthélemy.
All right. And Jamaica, too.
Yeah.
Jamaica? All right, so I think we got most of them. There still might be a couple more, but there's a lot of countries that speak English. So today we're talking about phones and texting languages. Do you guys do any texting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
lot
actually.
Right now,
Yeah.
or
No, not necessarily right now, but in general. Do you text people every day or every week or every month?
Every second.
every day.
Yeah, me too. I do a lot of texting. So, does everyone have access to the link that I posted, the document that's linked to the class? Can everyone see that?
Can you post it again, teacher, on the chat?
Yeah, actually, is there anyone who has it open that can post it on the chat? Because I have it open on a Word document, but I didn't get the link.
Okay, I will check the link.
There you go. Someone posted it for you. Thank you, Alina, for posting that for us. Okay, so the first thing on it are a lot of examples of the special language used when chatting in English, like when chatting with texts. And it kind of looks confusing, so we're going to try and see if we can decode some of this, starting with the very first one. The first one, does anyone understand that, or can anyone tell us what the first one means? It is a C, a U, an L, an 8, and an R. What does that mean?
Collaborate.
Not quite. Anyone else have a guess?
Creator.
Almost. So this one is actually see you later.
Ah, yeah.
See you later.
See you later. Oh.
See you later. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty common one. The next one is LOL. Have you guys all heard LOL before?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Laughing
Yeah.
Do you know what it means?
Laughing.
Laughing
Lot
out
of
loud.
love.
Not quite. It could be lot of love, but it's not usually that.
Laugh out loud.
Yes, laughing out loud. Thank you, Manel. Laughing out loud. So that's a really, really common one now, and sometimes people forget what it means. So what does that mean, laughing out loud? When would you use that?
When we are laughing out loud.
When you think something is funny. When you think something is funny, and you are texting, you say laughing out loud because they can't see if you're laughing. So you have to tell them, I'm laughing right now. I'm laughing out loud.
How do you say it?
Laughing out loud. Laughing out loud. Okay, what about the next one? Does anyone know?
This one is easy.
Forever.
Yeah, forever. Yeah, that one's pretty easy. What about the one underneath? What's that?
Boyfriend?
Best friend, boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, it could be best friend or boyfriend. What about the next one?
No idea.
Boyfriend. I.
Friends. No. Friend. No.
No guesses? It's a difficult one. It's actually go for it. So if someone wants to say like go for it, do it, they might say GFI. GFI. What about the next one? The next one is difficult. I didn't know this one before I compiled a bunch of things for class.
Give us hints.
What's the meaning of GFI?
No,
Go for it.
What do you call
What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. No.
Yes, what you see is what you get. Exactly.
What you get. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, I'll write it in the chat box. What you see is what you get.
Can you give us an example, because I understand what the meaning, but I don't know when I have to use it.
Does anyone know how to use it? Does anyone in class know how?
I have one ask.
No.
Okay. What?
What's the meaning of GFI?
So GFI is go for it. I'll write it in the chat box for you. Go for it. So what you see is what you get means that you don't have an option. So basically, if someone says, oh, Michaela, you should be nicer to people. I could see, well, what you see is what you get. Like, I am the way I am, and you can't change me, or you can't change something. So what you see is what you get. What about HAGD?
Have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
Have a good day. Okay.
What about the next one?
Are you there?
Are you there?
That one's an easy one. What about STU?
Shut up. No.
No, not quite. There is one. No, that's a common one also. Huh?
Same to you. No.
Yeah, same to you. So if someone says, yeah, if someone says, have a good day, you might say, same to you.
Oh,
STU.
right. Okay.
So HAGD, STU. What about the next one? We have 3 V's. What is that one?
Vroom.
This one actually means extremely. I wish. No. Vini vini vici, no. No, that's a funny one, but that's not quite what it means. No. Thank you, though. No, that one, it means extremely. So if someone says very, 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 like the sky is very, very, very blue. So it's VVV. So it means like extremely blue.
Okay.
The next one down? Any ideas?
Shut up or keep silence.
Yeah, it could be like an awkward silence. So if someone says shh, they're trying to tell you to like be quiet.
Be quiet.
What about the next one down?
Great.
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 Great. That's an easy one. And the next one?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. The next one?
I love New York.
I love New York.
I live in New York.
The next one?
You're okay.
The next?
Easy.
The next?
Whatever.
Yeah, and the next?
Girlfriend.
Are you guys cheating?
No.
No.
We really know that.
Okay, and the last one?
Sleeping. Right.
Yeah, sleeping, tired, bored, something like that. Okay, so those are all the examples I have for you. And they could be very difficult. All the answers are down below. So in case you didn't hear one of the answers, you can just read it. They're down below. They're not in the right order, but all the answers are down below. Does everyone see?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So do you guys use any of these kind of abbreviations when you text? So hold on, I'm going to ask everyone in class. I'm going to ask everyone in class what their texting habits are. Vincenzo, do you text every day?
Yes.
No, I don't text it.
No, you
yes,
don't?
every day.
I have never seen it. So, do you want me to say the abbreviation of this phrase?
No. Just, do you text and do you abbreviate when texting?
S-U-L, not S-U-L. You later, no?
Yeah,
No.
so just answer the question. Do you text frequently?
No, I don't text frequently. I have never used them. I've never used them.
Okay. I have a question for you. What does SMS mean? What is SMS?
Short message. Short message.
Short message? Okay. Because I have never seen that SMS. I used to see it when I lived in Europe, but I never really understood what it meant because in English we say texting, and I couldn't understand SMS, short message. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Nukmal, do you text every day?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and do you use abbreviations when texting?
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, maybe if I don't have time to, I mean, to write, I mean, the wrong word, I mean, a long sentence, I will use it.
All right. Thank you. Manel OC, will you tell us if you text every day and if you abbreviate when you text?
Yes, I do. I text every day, but do you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
But I never use abbreviations, so I frequently text emails, not by telephone.
I see. So you send emails, you don't text very much.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Manel Mucci, do you text every day?
No, not really. For example, I am now on vacation, so I don't text. But when I'm back to college and I need my friend, for example, I text if I'm inside class. Or
I see. Yeah.
But if I'm outside, I'll call. I'm lazy to type.
Okay, so you text with your friends, or do you text for only school and business purposes?
No, with my friends in school.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Lionel, will you tell us if you text every day and if you abbreviate when you text?
Yes, I do. Both of them.
So why do you text? Do you do it for business, for friends, or for both?
No, for friends. For friends, yeah, definitely.
Okay, mostly for friends. All right, thank you.
And the same abbreviation I didn't see on your list, it's ATM.
What is it? ATM?
Yeah, at the moment. No.
Like this?
Yeah.
An ATM? What?
It's at the moment. But it's in English because actually I'm living in Birmingham because I learn English and the people send me ATM. So now I know it's at the moment. It's an English text.
Yeah, an ATM, as far as I know, is like a well, it could be a unit of atmospheric pressure, or it could be an acronym for let me see. For a place where you get money. You know when you get money from like a bank, but you don't actually go to a bank? It's called an ATM. So I know in Italian it's bancomat. So like you take money out, that's ATM.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So.
But I'm not actually sure what it stands for.
Automatic transfer of money.
Oh, automatic transfer of money. Okay, there we go. See, you guys know more English than I do sometimes. Or automatic teller machine. That could be it too.
Automatic cashier.
Yeah. Does that answer your question, Lionel? Is that what they say?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Dali, is that how you say your name?
Hey, Lile.
Blila?
Yeah, good.
Okay, will you introduce yourself and tell us if you text every day and if you use abbreviations?
Okay, I'm from Indonesia. In my country, not texting, but short message.
Short messages on your phone or on email?
No, in handphone is short message. So I'm texting to to my friends, families, for business, and other.
Okay, and so you use it for lots of reasons then.
What?
You use texting for many reasons.
Yes. So to approach some girl maybe.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
do you use abbreviations like we saw in the document?
Yeah.
Yeah, you use them?
Yes, I use them.
Do you use them in your native language or do you use English while texting?
Maybe for English for texting. So by bahasa.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Amanda, will you tell us about your texting habits?
Yes, I do.
So you text every day?
Yes.
And do
Every
you
day.
use abbreviations when texting?
No, I didn't use it because I didn't know it yet.
Okay, cool. And do you use texting for business or friends or school?
Friends.
Friends. All right, thank you. Alina, will you tell us about your texting habits?
Yes, I texting every day to my friends, to my relatives. Even my granny can text me and I can text her, yes. And sometimes I use some abbreviations like LOL or okay, it's not abbreviation maybe, but from these ones I use only these two.
Yeah, so you use some abbreviations in English then too.
Yes, yes.
All right, cool. Thank you. And Alejandra, will you tell us about your texting habits?
What?
Will you tell us about your texting habits? SMS?
Yes.
So do you text every day?
No.
No? Every week?
Yes.
And why do you text? Family, friends, school, business?
My friends in university.
What?
Friends.
Friends, okay. All right, cool. So we have a little more to read. I have a couple informational paragraphs for us. Let's have Vincenzo. Will you read the first paragraph for us?
Wait a moment. I'm trying to see where it is. No?
What I need.
It's on the second page, and it's right below the answers we were given. And it starts with, lately some people have been.
Allora, see you there. Is this?
It's the paragraph that starts, lately some people have been concerned.
Lately, some people have been concerned that the explosion in text messaging among young people is having a negative effect on their literacy skills. However, a recent study at the Department of Communication and Science at City University in London compared and punctuation of 12-year-old texters and non-texters, finding no significant differences between the two groups. What does it mean? Finding no significant difference between the two groups.
So significant means like something large, something great.
Is it possible that there are no difference between texters and non-texters?
Basically, because people are worried that people will learn to spell things improperly because of this new language of texting. especially in the United States, people abbreviate everything. And so some people are worried that they will forget how to spell words in English, because instead of spelling them properly, they're always spelling them as abbreviations. What do you, does everyone understand that paragraph, or do you have questions?
I have a question about texting. Is it texting only by phone, you know, SMS or email, or is it about Skype, ICQ, or something like that?
Sorry, there was a lot of noise there for a second. Yeah, texting, in American English at least, is specifically referring to phone messages. If you're using Skype, I would usually say messaging. So you can message on Skype, you can message on Facebook, but on phones it's called texting. And if you're using email, it's just an email. But texting specifically refers to when you send a message on your phone.
What difference between short message, Skype, or email?
Well, the difference is that with texting on your phone, people use more abbreviations because you have to make it very short, very quick, very convenient. And so people they turn a long sentence into just a short little phrase. Like we saw above, they take something like, what you see is what you get. That's a long sentence. And they condense it down just to a few letters. Do you think that people might forget how to actually spell since people are using abbreviations more and more? Does anyone have a question on the paragraph we just read?
Excuse me, Michaela, but yes. I don't understand what's the meaning of this paragraph. No, they have compared two groups, texters and non-texters. What about why they didn't find significant differences between the two groups? I don't understand what's happening.
Basically,
the check that they have made. What check they have made?
They're looking to see if people who text are bad spellers and people who don't text are good spellers. Because people who text use these abbreviations a lot. And when they use the abbreviations...
Yes.
So when they use the abbreviations, people are worried that they might forget how to spell. So in the chat box, we see that Ahmed put, I'm great, and he spelled great with an 8 in it. But that's not grammatically correct. People use it to text with, but grammatically it is incorrect. So people are worried that if people text more and more, that people will forget the grammar of the language. They will forget how to spell actual words. So they were comparing people who text and people who don't text to see if one was a better speller than the other.
Yes,
you understand?
So yes, but at the end they find out that why there is no significant differences, because people who non-texters are able to write in right grammar. And the other, I think they can forget grammar. So
it's possible.
It's possible. So I think there are significant differences between the two groups, no significant differences.
So maybe more studies need to be made, because this study did not find a difference. But maybe if we studied more, we would find a difference. Is that what you think?
Okay, thank you.
Does anyone else have an opinion? Do you guys think that non-texters are better spellers than texters?
Me, I think you can get bad habits.
Bad habits, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's not really good to use abbreviation all the time.
So do you have bad habits for texting and non-texting?
I think no, because I read a lot, so my grammar it's okay. But I think for the young people, it's more difficult to keep the right grammar.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I think you see more and more young people, and they spell things like they're texting. In an article or in school, they use the abbreviations, which is an inappropriate time to use abbreviations. Okay, so we have another paragraph below that. Let's have Amanda. Will you read the next paragraph for us?
What?
Will you read the next paragraph for us?
Okay.
Starts with, it is important.
Is it starting in the debate?
No, the one before that. The one before.
It is important when texting to be fast and concise. I don't know what.
Concise.
Concise. This is to save on time and space. A reader who is unfamiliar with texting will feel lost when they see abbreviations, acronyms, and emotions. I don't know. For texters, this language is easy to read and easy to write.
Okay, so concise. Does anyone know the definition for concise?
Yeah, well, it's clear.
It's compact.
Precise.
Exact.
Synthetic.
Some of those things together. So concise is giving a lot of information in just a few words. It's like when you give a complex answer, but you make it very simple and you give a lot of information in a short way. So that's concise. Any other vocabulary questions from this paragraph? Do you agree?
What is acronym?
An acronym?
Yes.
An acronym is when you use letters to mean something else. An acronym is like LOL. You use the first letter in each word to represent that sentence or that phrase. So LOL is an acronym. What else is an acronym? What are other examples of acronyms?
Laughing or loving.
Okay. How about from the slang that we learned in the beginning of class? What of those are acronyms? Like HAGD, is that an acronym?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What about BF? Is that an acronym?
BF.
Yes,
BF?
it's an acronym.
BF.
What about WCIWUG? Is that an acronym?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Are You There? Is that an acronym? Are You There? Is that an acronym?
It's
Yes.
No.
That one's not really an acronym. It is
Because it's
slang,
not-
but it's not an acronym.
And what is abbreviation then?
So what is abbreviation?
Yes, because I thought that LOL is abbreviation.
LOL is also an abbreviation. An abbreviation means that you're taking something long and making it short. So if you take a phrase like laughing out loud and you make it shorter, it's an abbreviation. all of these in the list above are abbreviations, but they are not all acronyms. So Are You There is an abbreviation, but it is not an acronym. And Great, spelled with the number 8, is an abbreviation, but not an acronym. Any other questions from this paragraph on the vocabulary or anything? Okay, we have one more paragraph. Hassan, will you read the last paragraph for us? Okay, maybe he can hear me. How about Lionel? Will you read the last paragraph for me?
Yeah. Let me just 1 second because. Okay, I got it. The debate about the wait, I have to put more size because sorry. The debate about the harmful effects of testing started a few years ago. Teachers began noticing examples of testing language in their students' exam papers. One case, a 13-year-old Scottish girl who wrote an entire description of her summer holidays in text language became famous. I don't have the... Okay. Her teacher sent a sample of the essay to her national newspaper, and readers sent in hundreds of letters giving their opinion.
Okay, so basically she used this texting language, this abbreviation language, in an exam, which is a very inappropriate place to use abbreviations and acronyms, right?
Yeah.
So the worry is that the more people use this texting language, the less they're going to use real grammatic phrases, and they're going to forget how to actually use English or any other language because they're only using this texting abbreviation. So I'm going to ask for your opinion on everything. I'll start with Vincenzo, since I've been starting this way. Vincenzo, do you think that the more people use texting language, the less they actually know how to spell and use grammar?
And right. Yes, yeah, I think so. Because it's a question of how do you say, of habit. It became, it becomes automatic to write in this way, and I think also to speak in this way. So the people forget the natural language or native language, perhaps, I think, in my opinion, because it's a fact of to act automatically. You know, when you make this, things more and more the same thing, you are going to act automatically. You know, I don't know if you have tried this way, because perhaps it happens in everyday life. It's possible that you are going to the same place in order to find something because you have ever gone to this way. So automatism is very dangerous. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that you have a very good point. Thank you.
I'm from China.
Hola. Nukmal,
Hello.
will you give us your opinion?
Yeah, I think it will it will affect the kids because they are still in at early stage in learning. So I don't. So if they keep on using as text message like that, they will forget how to spell the word correctly. Yeah, that's all.
Very possible. Thank you.
Mhm.
Manel OC, do you have an opinion?
Do you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I have a little problem with my sound system,
Oh,
and I am lost the last speakings of you. I have no opinion. I'm sorry.
oh, okay. That's okay. We'll move on. Mamdou, will you tell us if you have an opinion?
I just entered the class from about 15 minutes and I didn't understand what actually you mean.
We're
It's,
talking about texting and abbreviations people use, like LOL and things like that. Do you think that it affects the way people speak English or the way people write English in a formal setting?
I think that I didn't understand what's actually mean by using acronyms or abbreviations. Did you mean that using this abbreviation means that this man is not actually know English well, or what? I didn't understand the full meaning of what you want.
Can somebody tell him what an abbreviation or an acronym is? Does anyone
I know
know?
I know what is abbreviations. It's like
Uh-huh.
ATM, automatic teller machine abbreviation, or USA, United States of America. I know what is the abbreviations, but what is the question about the abbreviations?
When people use abbreviations to text on their phone, so they send SMS messages on their phone, sometimes they start to use that language in school. So you might be able to use something like LOL when you're texting, but it's not appropriate to use in an exam.
Yes, sure.
So do you think one will affect the other?
Yes, in an exam and in exam, it is you must not using this abbreviation. It is an informal way to speak or to text any message for a person. This is my opinion. Not using this abbreviation in exams.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Lionel, will you tell us your opinion?
It's. Can you repeat the question, please?
So, do you think that texting and texting language will negatively affect young people who are learning how to spell and grammar?
Yeah, I think. My mother used to be worried about.
But it hasn't affected you, has it?
No, it's okay. But with my little brother, because he grew up with he's growing up with Facebook, with chat, So in French, there are a lot of the grammar is difficult in French, so I think it gets good bad habits about. But if you read more than if you read, I think you can get the proper grammar. But it's boring for the young people to read. So
Yeah, you have to study and practice.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Leah? Leah? Are you there? No? Okay, Amanda, will you give us your opinion? Amanda, can you hear me? Okay, Alina, will you give us your opinion?
Yes, I think that a lot of texting is harmful, not because only of language skills, but sometimes people can see worse because they're looking at phone, display, and you know that the literature skills are going bad too. So I think that nothing can replace the live conversation by Skype, for example. And I think that texting is sometimes good, but sometimes it's harmful.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, guys, that's the end of our class. Will everyone send me an emoticon in the Verbling chat box? Does everyone know what an emoticon is? Send me an emoticon if you know what it is. Awesome, guys. Exactly. Little faces. I just wanted to clear that up because it was in the article, but I wasn't sure if everyone knew what it was. So emoticon are the little faces made of letters and stuff. Everyone send me an emoticon, and then we'll end class. Alina's got a lot of them. All right.
In Russia we call them smiles.
Oh, that's cute. That makes sense. All right, thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the little slang lesson, and I'll see you next class.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Doctors, something like that. You get to tell the story of what that is. Okay? You can do a simple